Make her believe that those contractions are pleasant, and they will be pleasant for her. Suppose, despite all you say and all you do, the patient doesn't respond in the delivery room. If you will just tell her to relax, just as she learned to do on the record, and follow your orders, she won't feel a thing, because you are going to give her every scientific help that medicine has to offer to make the birth of a baby easy for her. Then you will find that she will calm right down, and with much less anesthesia than you would ordinarily use, you will be able to complete the delivery. You will be able, in many cases, to do the episiotomy, the delivery, and the repair without any anesthesia whatsoever. And the patient will not even feel what you are doing. Be sure that after the baby is born, you say to the patient, when I have you open your eyes and rouse you from this relaxed state, you're going to feel better than you've ever felt. You're going to feel wonderful. There will be no loss of strength. You're going to recover very quickly, and you're going to feel just grand. You don't have to use those exact words, but words very like them. Why is it important for you to give health suggestions when you are rousing her from the relaxed state? Because in this relaxed state, she can give herself autosuggestions. And if she gives herself a suggestion that having a baby is a tough thing to have, she is going to feel all the after pains that she can suggest on herself. But you can prevent those so-called after pains by the words that you say when you are rousing her from the relaxed state. Another thing, don't worry if the patient during the course of delivery several times opens her eyes. That doesn't mean a thing. She is just anxious for the birth of her baby, and occasionally she'll forget that she isn't supposed to open her eyes, and those eyes will open. Just tell her to close them again. But you can do one lovely thing for her. The instant the baby is born, tell her to open her eyes and see that baby. You'll be surprised how much that will help you and how much it will help her. And now, play the record on the opposite side of this one for your next patient.
Now, ladies, all you have to do is to follow the instructions as though that record changes now, and the other half of the record is coming on. Just follow instructions and do nothing else but follow instructions. That's all, and you can follow the instructions very easily. Here they come.
The procedure on the opposite side of this record is the one I have taught to thousands of physicians who are using it successfully in their practices every day. Let me tell you something about medical relaxation. The words medical relaxation describe a state which has been misnamed for several hundred years. There has never been a good name found in several hundred years.
Give the other side a chance. I have two records on here, and I thought they were back to back. I put them on the same way. All right, here we go.
How would you like to have your baby with an absolute minimum of discomfort? Perhaps absolutely painlessly. You know, you can if you will learn how to relax. Now, I can teach you how to relax very, very easily if you'll just follow these instructions. The first thing I want you to do is to lean back in your chair and get comfortable. Get so very comfortable. I don't care what position you get into, just so long as you're comfortable in that chair. You comfortable now? Take a good, long, deep breath. And get rid of that surface tension. That's right. Now close your eyes. That's it. And now relax those muscles around the eyes. Relax those muscles to the point where they actually won't work. And when you're positive those muscles around the eyes won't work, try to make them work. And you'll see they just can't. That's right. You see, they just won't work. And notice how good you feel just as a result of this relaxation. Now, while you're going into deeper relaxation as I talk, I want you to listen to the benefits of relaxation. You know very well that if you were tense, and I was to have to give you an injection, we'll say a needle, for example, you'd feel the entrance of that needle very sharply because of the fact that you were tense, wouldn't you? But now suppose you're relaxed like this. You wouldn't be able to feel the injection at all, just because of the fact that you are so absolutely and utterly relaxed. Now, it is possible to increase this relaxation so that you actually have no discomfort at delivery time. Let me show you how to increase that relaxation. When I tell you to and not before, I want you to open your eyes and then close them again, and you'll be 5 times more relaxed than you are now. Just open your eyes. That's right, now close them again. And now watch as that feeling of relaxation takes hold. It'll just go from head to toes. You'll feel that relaxation all over your body. Feel wonderful now, don't you? Now then, we're going to double this relaxation. We're going to have you, when I tell you to and not before, open your eyes and close them again. And this next time you'll double the relaxation that you now have. All right, open your eyes, please. Now close them. Feel that increase in relaxation again? That's right. Now, you have such utter relaxation now that physically you have all the relaxation necessary. But you know, there's such a thing as mental relaxation too. And I'd like to show you how to relax mentally as well as physically. So here's how we're going to do it. I want you to start counting backwards from 100 to 97 with the thought that each time you say a number, you're going to relax twice as much as you've relaxed right now. And the funniest thing will happen by the time you reach 97, you will have relaxed those numbers right out of your mind. You won't be able to think of numbers. You won't be able to see numbers. But you'll just feel so relaxed. Notice how that surge of relaxation comes over you as you dispel the numbers completely. So want those numbers dispelled and watch how they disappear. Start counting from 100 and notice how they disappear.
100.
That's right. Notice how they're starting to leave you already. Now they're disappearing. Now they're gone. Can't even see them at all, can you? Now, do you feel that surge of relaxation now? All right. Now, it is in this state when you're physically and mentally relaxed that it is so easy to have a baby. It's in this state that the contractions, instead of being unpleasant, become very pleasant. Let me tell you how that works. The average mother-to-be has heard talk from friends, perhaps relatives, that having babies is a horrible ordeal. And so the expectant mother looks forward to what she has heard referred to as labor and labor pains and hard labor. There's no such thing as labor or labor pains or hard labor. There is no labor associated with the birth of a baby. names are false names that keep a mother's attitude in exactly the wrong condition. But we can change that attitude to the right attitude by having you know just what does happen when a baby is born. Nature has a method of making the birth of your baby possible by contractions. Each contraction you have helps push the baby a little bit forward so that the baby can be born very easily. Now, you do have contractions, but you don't have labor, you don't have labor pains, and you don't have hard labor. All you have are these contractions, and the odd thing about these contractions is that if you look forward to them pleasantly and know that they're going to be something nice to have, you won't even feel the contractions at all. You'll know you have contractions, but you only feel them in a pleasant way. Now here's what will happen. When you have the first contraction, I want you to get in touch with me and I'll tell you what to do from that point on. Then when you're at the place of delivery, where you're going to have your baby, I want you to close your eyes just as you have them closed now and relax completely, just as you're relaxed now. I'll be over to help you with the birth of the baby just as soon as possible. But until I get there, I want you to relax like you're relaxed now, and then the birth of that baby will be so easy for you. One of the wonderful things it will do is to shorten the delivery period tremendously. It will shorten it miraculously. You'll be so delighted because with each contraction, the contractions will get so pleasant that about the third or fourth contraction you have, you'll actually begin smiling as you have the contractions, and you'll say, I'm that much nearer the birth of my baby. Now that that contraction is over, I'm that much closer to the birth of my baby. With each contraction you have that thought, and it will keep a smile on your face all the time. And you will feel so good all the time the baby is being delivered. And then, after the baby is delivered, you'll see the baby instantly. You'll see the baby the second it is born because you'll be wide awake during the entire delivery. Now remember that this relaxation that you're having now is going to be used in addition to all the aids that medical science has been able to invent and conceive to make the birth of a baby easy for a mother. So this is going to be a wonderful plus to everything else that you have to help make that birth of the baby easy. Now after the baby is born, you'll feel so good. Why, you'll be able to use the telephone, call your friends a few minutes after the birth of the baby, because you'll be just as strong then as you are now. Your strength will be complete, your feeling of well-being will be complete, and you'll recover so much more quickly than you ordinarily would. Then if you want to nurse your baby, this relaxation will make it possible for you to nurse the baby so very, very easily. I'm going to give you a phonograph record to take home with you so that you can practice relaxation, so that you can practice just what you're doing now. Learn how to relax at home so that when the baby comes, you'll be all ready for it and feeling so wonderful on the day of delivery, and feeling so wonderful during delivery and after delivery. And now that you're feeling so good, feeling so wonderful, I'm going to bring you out of this relaxed state. And just notice how that feeling of relaxation holds on and makes you say to yourself, motherhood is going to be a glorious adventure for me. I'm going to love every minute of it.
Now keep your eyes closed, please. And I'm going to come up there in front. Because from this point on, the instructions that I give you are very important. Now, first of all, ladies, we have to make certain that you're in the exact state that we talk about. For this is the state right now in which, up to 5 years ago, every delivery that had been made in relaxation since the dawn of history had been done in this particular state. For this is the state of somnambulism. That's its technical name. Now, I want to make sure that you have this state. And so I'm going around and make tests. And I'm going to have my wife make tests in the back row and the second row. I'll take the first 2 rows. Now, only the one that we address, and we will touch the one we address first. Pay attention to us. The rest, just forget that we're working with you, and just stay relaxed as you are. Now I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to, in a moment, lift your hand and drop it, and I want to make sure that you're completely relaxed. It should be just as limp as a dish rack. Don't you raise it, let me raise it. You can't raise it. I'm the only one that can raise it. That's it. Now, did you make the numbers disappear? That's right, that's good. I'll make them all disappear. They're all gone. Right. Now, I'm going to lift your hand. I'm going to drop it. I want it to be just as limp as a dish rack. Don't put any tension in it at all, please. No tension at all. That's right. Make the numbers disappear. Did you make the numbers disappear? All right, I'll lift your hand and drop it, and the numbers will all disappear with it. Stay relaxed, please. Stay relaxed. Gone. Numbers gone? Good. Now, I know you've made the numbers disappear. Don't lift, let me lift. That's it. Make the numbers disappear all right? Numbers, I'll lift your hand and drop it, the numbers will disappear. Gone. All gone, right? That's right. Stay completely relaxed as I lift your hand and drop it. Oh, that's beautiful relaxation. Numbers gone? Good, I knew it. I could tell from that. Numbers gone? Good. Numbers gone? No, stay relaxed. Let me lift. Numbers gone, right? Good. And now I touch your hand. Stay relaxed. Oh, you've got beautiful relaxation. Don't lift. Let it be. Don't lift. Let me lift. You're lifting. Let it be limp. You can't move it. No, let it be limp like a dish rack. Like a piece of lead. You can't lift it. That's it. Now you got it. Numbers gone? Good. That's it. Numbers gone? Eyes closed. Numbers gone? Good. Don't open your eyes. Don't let anybody open your eyes. Keep your eyes closed. That's right. Numbers gone? All right. When I lift your hand and drop it, numbers will drop out. Gone. All gone, right? Now, when I lift your hand and drop it. That's right. Numbers gone? Good. That's it. Don't you talk, let me just limp. That's it. Numbers gone? Numbers gone? Good. Numbers gone? Good. Numbers gone? Now I'm going to test the second row. Oh, I don't mean that fast. The numbers gone, aren't they? Right? Good. Now, this is an important part of making a test. The numbers gone? Good. Numbers gone? That's right. Now I've got to get started here. Relax. That's it. Nose gone? Good. Don't help. Don't anybody help. Because it's very important that the relaxation is complete and entire at this point. If I happen to touch you in passing, it's because I don't mean to. Oh, that's beautiful. Memory's gone? Good. Relax. Memory's gone? Good. Memory's gone? Good. Memory's gone? Enjoy it, ladies. Just enjoy it while we're making these tests. Oops. Sorry. That was good? Good. That was good? No tension, please. No tension. Lift the hand and drop. No, drop out. Hold on. Relax. Relax and sit. Relax and sit. That's it. No, then you put attention to it. It's important to know that's it. Now the numbers come, right? Good. I'm going to make it. There's nothing different about that. Just let it by. I'm sorry. Just get relaxed and let it by here. All of your ladies got it? I don't know what the count is. I don't know what the count is. But there are 40-some ladies, probably about 47, who can have their babies in the somnambulistic state. And this was being done all over the world up to the time that we discovered the state below this one. And remember, they were having their babies relatively pain-free. But now, as every woman can tell who is seated here tonight and who is relaxed thus far, every one of you know that, or can sense, that you can relax even more than you've relaxed already. And if you did, what would happen? Well, I'll tell you what would happen. You'd reach the stage below this one. For I'll bet every one of you has said to yourself, there must be a stage below this one. There is. And we've discovered it, and we can tell you how to get to it. Now, what will happen when you get to that state? In that state, delivery is not relatively pain-free. It is absolutely pain-free. It is in this state that you can have your baby and go through all your contractions with a smile on your face. This is the state which was photographed by Life magazine, the one I'm talking about. And every woman who has reached this stage can reach the one below it. Now, how do we have you reach the one below this one? And how do we know that you're at that state? Well, I'll tell you about that in a minute. First, let me tell you that when you do reach that state, you'll be at the basement of relaxation. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Every one of us knows that we can clench a fist and make it so tight that you can't make it any tighter. That might be called the height of tenseness. But we can relax a muscle until it won't relax any further. And you might call that the depth of relaxation. Now, when you relax every muscle in your body like that, then you've reached the basement of relaxation. And that's the state in which we want you to have your baby. For it is in this state that delivery just becomes a joy. And I think that this was the way intended by nature for mothers to have babies. For I feel that if you get this state and have the joy of a pleasant, lovely delivery, something that you just enjoy every moment of instead of dreading it, well, there's a different thing entirely. Now, let me show you how we're going to get to this state. We're going down to what we call the basement of relaxation, where every muscle in your body is completely relaxed. What will happen when we get to the basement? And how will you know that you've reached the basement? Simply this. Mother Nature gives off 4 signs when you reach the basement of relaxation. Those signs appear on you. Those signs appear on me. They appear on everyone in this world. And you can't reach the basement of relaxation without giving off those signs. Now, since you don't know what those signs are, you can't imitate them, you can't ape them, you can't pretend them. They must be there. And I don't tell you those signs because I want you to actually have the signs and let the signs show up. And those signs begin showing up, and I can see that certain of the signs show up, and as they do, we will begin the tests which will tell us that you are in the basement of relaxation. Now, first off, we're going down to floor A, and in order to get down to floor A, because we're heading for the basement now, you have to relax twice as much as you are now. In order to get to floor B of that downstairs, you have to relax twice as much as you did at A. And in order to get to floor C, which is the actual basement, you've got to relax twice as much as you did at floor B. When you get to floor C, you'll start giving off those signs, and we'll know when you reach the basement of relaxation. Now, I'm going to count to 3, snap my fingers, and we will all start down to floor A. But in order to start down to floor A, I want to see whether you prefer an elevator or an escalator, because we're going to have you ride down to these different floors on an escalator or elevator. So tell me what you prefer, elevator or escalator. Elevator for you. Then you're on your own individual elevator. Now, how about you? Elevator. How about you? Elevator. Elevator or escalator? You'll be on your own individual elevator or escalator. Which do you want? Escalator. Which do you want? Escalator. And which do you want? Escalator. And which do you want? Escalator. And which do you want? Right? And which do you want? Elevator. And which do you want? Escalator. Which do you want? Elevator. And which do you want? Escalator. And which do you want? Elevator. All right. Now, I'm going to get back here and find out what these ladies prefer. Now, which do you prefer, elevator or escalator? And which do you prefer? Escalator. You'll all be on your own individual escalators or elevators. Which do you prefer? Elevator. You'll be on your own individual elevator or escalators, just as the case may be. Which do you prefer? Escalator, and you'll be on your own individual escalator. And you'll be on what? Elevator. And you'll be on what? Escalator. Which do you prefer? Escalator. And you'll be on what? Elevator. And you'll be on escalator. Sorry. I'm going to stay relaxed. Which do you prefer? Your elevator now. Escalator, okay. And we're all set. I just have to probably touch you a little bit and get by you here. All right, now, I want everybody on their own individual escalator or elevator, and you don't have to get on it. You're already on it. You're on it now in your imagination as we start down to floor A. Now, I told you, in order to get down to floor A, you have to relax twice as much as you've relaxed already. You'll feel it when you get down to floor A, so just say the letter A out loud when you reach floor A. I'm going to count to 3, snap my fingers, and the elevators and escalators that you're all on will start down to floor A. Relax as I count. 1, 2, 3, and here we go. Right down to floor A. Just double your relaxation now. Let every muscle in your body relax. Let yourself just go limp all over. When you're at A, when you feel yourself at A, say the letter A out loud. Some of you are there already, I can see it. That's it. Say it out loud so we can hear it. That's right. Everybody should be at A by this time. Double your relaxation, you'll be right there at A. And I think you're there at A already. In fact, I'm going to start here while I see that she's at... I know you're at A. They're back her at A.